Afternoon and welcome to the PBR JUCO Invitational, where the South Arkansas Stars will be taking on Northwest Shoals Community College out of Alabama, and only one game being played here today for the Stars, so it will be a 9-inning game. Right-hander number 22 on the mound for Northwest Shoals to start off. The Stars will be the visiting team. Leading off for the Stars will be number 29, Caleb Rouse. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. And Rouse has been pretty much on a hot streak starting off this spring. A tough fall for him, but coming back from semester, figured some things out over break. And now he'll be batting leadoff for the Stars as he takes the breaking ball for strike two. So a quick 0-2 count. And a swing and a miss for strike three. There's now one away on three straight pitches, and back-to-back sliders will get the first out. And with that strikeout, that will bring in Jake Simmons. Fastball. This one lined straight to the first baseman. And there's now two quick outs. And with two away, that will bring in the third baseman for the Stars, number 17, Kenner Lauterbach. Lauterbach now batting. And the first pitch will be down, maybe away as well, 1-0. Slider outside, 2-0 count for Lauterbach, as those are the first two balls of the outing. It only took him 4 pitches to get through the first two batters of the inning. Fastball fouled off at home plate. It'll now be a 2-1 count. Two-one pitch on the way. Fastball, called strike on the outer half, and probably up in the zone as well. 2-2 goes the count. Lauterbach pulls back, and a swing and a miss on the breaking ball for strike three. We'll head to the bottom half of the first, 0-0. And as we get set for first pitch of the bottom half of the inning, Asher Hamilton takes the mound. He's been the Stars ace for the last 2 years at this point, and he'll be going to play at Oklahoma State next spring. But while we have some time, we'll take a quick look at the Stars' defensive alignment. Behind home plate, number 4, Caleb Carrizales, Kenner Lauterbach at third, Alan Timmons at short, Tanner Mitchell at second base, and rounding out the infield, number 33, Zach Carson at first base. And in the outfield from left to right will be Jake Simmons, Jet Hudnall, and Noah Smith in right field. Smith in right. Now we have the throwdown, so we'll get set for the first batter, number 7, coming in. So the left-hander stands in. And swinging the Rawlings highlighter. Don't see too many people swinging those nowadays, as that first pitch is swung on and fouled back, 0-1. Stars coming off a good weekend. They won all 3 of their games this last weekend in their home opener, as he takes that pitch down, improving their record to 6-7. And now back out on the road right before conference starts, as that fastball up and away, 2-1 count. And this one fouled straight back, 2-2, as the count evens up. And the Stars, through those last 3 games at home, scored a total of 35 points. And when you compare that to the opposing team only had 12, as that changeup lands outside. And that'll run the count full, 3-2. And throughout that series, the Stars pitching staff, one of the highlights on a high slider for ball 4. It'll be a leadoff walk. The Stars pitching staff struck out the opposing batters over 55% of the time. And that's a stat you don't typically see pretty much anywhere. So we'll have a right-hander step up to the plate for Northwest. And a swing and a miss on the fastball inside, 0-1. Fastball out, 1-1 the count. Wouldn't be surprised to see the runner at first maybe try something here. And he gets a little jumpy, but doesn't go. It's a swing and a miss, and Carrizales unable to hang on to it. 1-2 goes the count at home plate. And the pickoff to first in the dirt, or turf rather, and Zach Carson able to pick it, so that'll keep the runner at first base, albeit a scary attempt. And a swing and a miss, back pick to first, and the runner's going to dive back in time. Hamilton with his first strikeout of the day. And I'll bring in number 10. Another left-hander for Northwest Shoals. Pick off. They're going to have him in a rundown. And they will tag him out on the way to second base for the second out. There's now 2 away. And a great pickoff attempt from Hamilton. And a good job by the Stars. Notice him being jumpy that last time around. and take advantage of it. So 2 outs as the leadoff walk does not come back to bite him. Fastball, first pitch, swing and a miss, 0-1. Another fastball, swing and a miss. Same pitch, same spot, and same result. 0-2 the count with 2 away. Fastball, probably over the plate, but still a little bit too far inside for the umpire's liking. 1-2. And that one called strike 3. 3 up, 3 down, and we'll head to the top of the second. And once again, with the break that we have in action, let's take a look at some other college baseball teams that the Stars have had the privilege to send some players to. We'll start off in the GAC at UAM, 5 former Stars on the roster, and we'll take a quick rundown, see how they're doing so far this spring. Gabe Kutencooler batting over 300 and an 845 OPS with 2 home runs and 13 RBIs so far this spring. His older brother Bo Kutencooler, the designated hitter, batting 261 with a 393 on base percentage. And rounding out the position players at UAM is Kyle Tolley, coming back from a wrist injury. Only played 1 game so far after coming back from the injury, but a home run and 6 RBIs in that game for him. And on the mound, Luke Eaton, a 1.13 whip and a 231 batting average against. And Bryce McGuire, 8 innings pitched with a 4.32 ERA and 3 strikeouts this spring. So we'd like to congratulate those 5 on their spring season so far. Wish them nothing but the best as we continue. And also in the GAC at Southeastern Oklahoma State is Jacob Ambrose, batting over 300, a 914 OPS, 1 home run, 6 RBIs, and 7 runs scored. And Alex Showalter with a home run and 5 RBIs as well. And on the mound, Austin Hillebrandt with 1 appearance so far and no runs have scored against him. So we hope that all of them continue their success as Noah Smith steps up to the box. And the first pitch swung on and fouled off, 0-1. And so far, both starting pitchers on the mounds have kind of rolled through that first inning. We'll see if it continues. Smith squares. Fastball bunted down the third baseline. Third baseman has it. Throw across is in time, says the field umpire, and they'll be 1 away. So after the bunt attempt, that brings in the second baseman, number 1, Tanner Mitchell. Mitchell coming up to the bat. And a swing and a miss on the slider to start off the AB, 0-1. Another breaking ball down and away, and he offers at that one as well. 0-2, and we'll likely see another one here just to see how far he might chase. Mitchell swinging the new release of the Combat, the Hunter's Edition. And they're going to check down, and they're going to say he held off on the breaking ball down and away. And still almost offered at it. They might try it again, but wouldn't be surprised if they changed his eye level, tried fastball up and in here. Mitchell squares around and pulls back, and the fastball is low that time. 2-2 the count. Breaking ball in the dirt. They check down again, and he holds up. Payoff pitch coming up next for Mitchell. Breaking ball in the dirt for ball 4, and Mitchell able to get a walk after starting out 0-2. So the runners will have a runner at first, or the Stars will have a runner at first, rather. And that will bring in the center fielder, number 22, Jet Hudnall. And the last time we were here in Millington, the PA announcer actually calling him Jeff Hudnall. But he will swing on that first pitch. 0-1 as it's fouled off. Mitchell heads back to the bag. Pick off to first. Mitchell dives back, and he is safe on a dive back to first base. Mitchell takes off. This one lined back up the middle into center field. Mitchell rounding second, heading for third. And there's going to be runners at the corners. Nobody holding Hudnall at first base. Surprised he didn't try to get more there. But the Stars will have the runner in scoring position on a hit and run attempt, and that'll bring in the first baseman, Zach Carson, with 2 on and 1 out. So here in the top of the second, pick off to first, no tag from the first baseman as Hudnall dives back safely. So here in the second inning, not so much the pitcher's duel that the first inning was, as the Stars have kind of rallied around to at least get some pressure on the defense and on the mound as Hudnall dives back safely. Was a tag by the first baseman, but not in time. First pitch breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-1. And that's one pitch he's gone to so far pretty early in this ball game, is that breaking ball. Gotten a lot of swing and miss so far. Pick off, and they're going to have Hudnall dead to rights, and there's now 2 away. So with 2 outs now, Zach Carson needing a hit to get in the runner from third. And the middle infield for the Northwest Shoals Patriots thinning out. Breaking ball fouled off. 0-2. And that one from Carson looked like he was just trying to make some contact with it. And with Mitchell down there at third, we've seen them so far this season bunt with 2 outs, with 2 strikes. You name it, they've done it. And Carson squares back and pulls, and a swing and a miss on the fastball for strike 3. We head to the bottom of the second, still tied 0-0. And we'll look at some stats for some other stars this spring. So at the Division II level at Central Oklahoma's John Demcher, 5 innings pitched with 5 strikeouts so far this spring. And at the NAIA level at Loyola in New Orleans, Tanner Powell, 2 runs have scored for him so far this spring. And now we come to the Division I alumni at UA Little Rock. Hunter Royal, 2 innings pitched with a 143 batting average against. And at Texas Southern, Colin Reed, a 1-0 record with 4 1/3 innings pitched and 3 strikeouts. And at Northwest State, Ty Simonelli getting some playing time early with a home run and 2 RBIs and slugging .462 this spring. And last but certainly not least, at Arkansas State, Brett Foss, a 2-1 record with 4 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts. And that last win coming against Arkansas this last weekend. So we'd like to congratulate him on that, as the first pitch from Hamilton this half inning is a ball outside, 1-0. Another high pitch outside. 2-0 the count for Hamilton on the mound. Slider gets away from him. 3-0 the count to lead off the bottom of the second. And that will be ball 4 on 4 straight pitches. Another leadoff walk for Hamilton. And the runner at first, the 4-hole hitter for Northwest Shoals. Be interesting to see if they tried anything with him on the base paths here. And first pitch strike from Hamilton as he gets a half-hearted swing and a miss. 0-1. Pick off to first. And the runner barely a step off the bag when he tried it, so able to get back in plenty of time. Another pickoff attempt, as he was quick to get off the bag after Hamilton got the ball. Oh, 1 the count at home plate, and that fastball inside, I guess, from the home plate umpire, 1-1. Slider fouled off. It's now a 1-2 count for Hamilton. And like I'd mentioned earlier, this ball game today, a 9-inning ball game, and Stars will be playing a doubleheader tomorrow against Jefferson College in Northwest Mississippi. Fastball lined into right field, and it's going to get past Smith. That one hops the fence. He has it and throws it in to Mitchell, and it'll be a double as they hold the runner at third. So 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. That brings in another left-handed bat for Northwest Shoals. Two on, nobody out. And there you see the runner at second getting his lead. Batter squares and pops this one up. And Lauterbach unable to get to it in time in foul territory. It'll be a 0-1 count. Hamilton 2 strikeouts so far today with 2 walks. He would love to try and get out of this inning with little to no more excitement. Lauterbach coming in to play even with the grass. High fastball outside, and that'll even the count up, 1-1. Fastball outside again. Almost an offer at it, but lays off. 2-1. Fastball up, swing and a miss that time. And it's now 2-2. Hamilton's gotten quite a few swing and miss so far with the high fastball today. Be interesting to see if he can keep that going. As he gets a swing and a miss for strike 3 that time. There's now one away. A big time strikeout for Hamilton. One that he needed desperately. As that notches number 3. First pitch is a ball, 1-0. Fastball grounded to Timmons, and it's off his glove. Run's going to come in to score, as there'll be runners at the corners after the fielding error. And with that, it's now a 1-0 ball game as the Patriots take the lead here in the bottom of the second. 8-hole now batting. And runner's going to come in to score as Carrizales didn't see the runner heading home and he tried to back pick at first base. It's now 2-0. One-0 count at home plate. And an interesting play there by the Patriots. The runner at first had pretended like he was going to go and got out there a little too far as this one's grounded to the second baseman. Throw to short, throw to first. They'll get the double play as both runs score. 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. But going back to that play that the Patriots ran, the runner at first base took off and got too far off the bag and then paused as the runner from third was heading home to steal. And Carrizales didn't see the runner at third, so he threw down to first trying to get the pick off. And the runner from third continued home to score that last run. So 2-0 as we head to the top of the third. Due up for the Stars will be the catcher, number 4, Caleb Carrizales. As we get set to resume play here in the top of the third. 8, 9, and 1 are due up for the Stars as the throwdown heads over the second baseman to the shortstop. The Stars trail by 2 early in this ball game. Still plenty of baseball to be had. So Carrizales will stand in. Freshman from Lorena, Texas. And he started out the season playing third as Kenner Lauterbach was out with an injury. And now seeing some time behind home plate as he takes the first pitch fastball for a strike. 0-1. And Carrizales originally came to SouthArk to be a catcher, but throughout the fall had spent a lot of time in the infield as that one's lined past the shortstop into left field. A leadoff single And that'll bring in the 9-hole, number 9, Alan Timmons. And Timmons, one of the returning starters for the Stars, the shortstop on last year's team that made it to the Super Regionals in Arizona. Carrizales gets his lead, and the first pitch breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. Pick off to first. Carrizales back safely. No tag from the first baseman that time. And although both teams have traveled pretty far to be here in Tennessee, pretty decent-sized crowd for an event like this. Around 50 to 80 people in the crowd today. As he takes that one down, 1-1. Kind of hard to see how many people necessarily are here, just here in the press box, but a decent-sized crowd, to say the least. Pick off to first, and no tag. The wind today blowing in from left field, so it'll be hard for the right-handed hitters to try and get something out, but it's a great day to be a lefty here in Tennessee, as the right field fence, I don't believe it's too far anyways, and with the wind blowing that way, certainly going to get some help. Breaking ball to Timmons is high that time, 2-1. We've got a pitch clock violation called, I believe, by the field umpire. It's now a 3-1 count. Don't see that every day. Still a relatively new rule, the 15-second pitch clock. And batters also apply to that rule, as they have to be alert to the pitcher with a certain amount of time left, as Timmons fouls that one off. It's now a full count, 3-2. So that rule can go either way, either for the pitcher or for the batter. And this time it worked out in Timmons' favor. Payoff pitch coming up as Carrizales gets his lead. Pick off, and no tag once again, as Carrizales really isn't too far off the bag. Just interesting to see them going that way. Timmons squaring around. Fastball grounded off the pitcher to the first baseman, and he will be safe at first. That's the second ball up the middle, and this one caught a piece of the pitcher. But he seems to be moving around all right. He might get a couple throws just to make sure he's okay, but we'll see. Lineup will turn over now as Caleb Rouse coming back up to bat. A strikeout to lead off the ball game his last time up. But with runners at first and second, the double play ball definitely a threat here. As Rouse, the designated hitter, normally plays in the outfield, but fighting off a nagging injury, so he'll get to be the DH today. So it looks like no warm-up throw is going to be needed by the pitcher, as they're also going to count that as a mound visit, I believe, based off the way the home umpire is acting. So we'll see if the Stars can fare any better the second time through the lineup. First pitch to Rouse coming up. And another breaking ball for him. Swing and a miss to start off the AB, 0-1. And the first time lead off the ball game, Rouse had a rough time making contact with the pitch, and wouldn't be surprised to see it again here. Looks like the catcher's setting up a little bit outside, and a bunt attempt, foul. It's going to be 0-2. And he did get the breaking ball that time, just unable to get the bunt down. So a quick 0-2 count. And a high fastball that time. 1-2 goes the count. Nobody out here in the third. Second baseman holding Carrizales at second base. Third baseman playing in, as is the first baseman. Pick off to second, and he will throw the ball, but Carrizales makes it back in plenty of time. Breaking ball, this one off the end of the bat, flipped over the shortstop. They're going to play station to station as Coach Lester holds up Carrizales at third base. 3 straight singles for the Stars. And that wasn't the prettiest swing, but it got the job done. And that'll bring in the left fielder, number 25, Jake Simmons. Simmons now batting. Lined out to the first baseman his last time up. And with the first baseman playing in now, be interesting to see what he could do. Hit the fastball, he'll likely see something different. And fastball this time popped up by the third baseman. They'll take out at third. And the run comes in to score. It's now 2-1. So now Kenner Lauterbach coming up to bat. Runners at first and second with 1 out. And now the corner's playing back a little bit further. Second baseman clears out. Breaking ball grounded to the shortstop. He'll flip it to third. And they'll take the fielder's choice. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Noah Smith, with 2 outs. So far the Stars able to get 1 run back this inning. But back-to-back plays at third. And there's now 2 outs. First pitch swung on, fouled off. 0-1. Breaking ball is outside, says the home plate umpire. 1-1, and that's a call that I think probably could have gone either way based off the way the home plate umpires called this game so far. Even count with 2 outs. And now the corner's playing well back as that fastball gets a swing and a miss. 1-2. Breaking ball outside. Catcher able to keep it in front. It's 2-2 as the count evens up once again. Fastball grounded foul down the third baseline as it lands about 3 feet to the left of the line. Still 2-2. And Noah Smith, pretty decent spring so far. Had a grand slam against Kahoma at UAM earlier this spring. And a few other home runs as well. a swing and a miss for strike 3. We head to the bottom of the third, 2-1. And as we continue on with this ball game, we'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast to watch the Stars. Plenty more games to be had this weekend, but also the rest of the spring, as the Stars will open up conference play in just a few weeks. They'll be at home on the 6th and 7th. And we'd love to see you out at the ballpark in the month of March as we get set for the start of the bottom of the third. Once again, 8, 9, and 1 are due up for Northwest Shoals. I'm sorry, 9, 1, and 2 are due up this half inning. So the catcher, number 4, coming up to bat. 0-1 count to start it off. This one flied up into shallow left field. Timmons is going to call for it, but then Jake Simmons runs in and makes the grab as he dives in the outfield for the first out. There's one away. And I don't want to say that looked like a circus, but it was quite the circus catch out there in left. So the lineup rolls over, and that'll bring in the leadoff batter, number 7. He walked to lead off the ball game as he takes the high fastball, 1-0. Slider fouled off. 1-1 the count. Fastball outside. Unable to get the call on the outer part of the plate. 2-1. It looked like a changeup that time. Gets the strike call. It looked a little bit further out than that last pitch, though. 2-2, the count with one away. And the same pitch. I don't know. Maybe it was a makeup call. That's going to run the count full. 3-2. Payoff pitch up next. Fastball. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 away. Hamilton records his 5th strikeout of the ball game. And numbering in number 13, who also struck out his last time up. Slider, swing and a miss, 0-1. Slider, swing and a miss, 0-2. And unable to get the swing and miss on the third straight slider as Carrizales set it up way over in the left-handed batter's box on that one. 1-2 the count. Fastball high and away, 2-2. So all 4 pitches outside. Yet to see him go inside with this batter. Slider, this one out over the middle of the plate and fouled out of play down the right field line. It's going to stay 2-2. So Hamilton comes set. Fastball outside. And that's going to run the count full, 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up. Slider down and away for ball 4, and a 2-out walk for Hamilton. There'll be a runner at first now, 2 away, as the inning will continue. Left-hander number 10 coming up. He struck out looking his last time up. Struck out looking to end the first inning, actually. And a high fastball inside, 1-0. And what looked like might have been a quick inning for Hamilton has now extended itself. Pick off to first, and the tag is not in time. Pick off to first, the tag, and safe, says the field umpire. That one much closer than I thought at first. And to my knowledge, this is the first time these two teams have met, as once again another pickoff is safe. Patriots actually kind of have a system when they take their lead. After they get their initial lead, once the pitcher comes set, they get an extra step or two, and I think that's what they're trying to time down with those pickoff attempts. As soon as the batter, or as soon as the runner goes for that secondary, they're trying to pick him off while he's in the air. And swing and a miss. Even count now, 1-1. And if the Patriots kind of continue that system, it'll be interesting to see if Hamilton might be able to get a few more pickoffs this game. Pickoff, and they're going to get him. And they didn't learn their lesson. That's in the third inning. It's 2-1 as the Stars trail by 1 run. So I don't want to say I told you so, but told you so. So we'll head to the top of the 4th inning. Man, this game's pretty much been flying by so far. Already in the 4th inning, and we've only been playing for roughly about 45 minutes. And although the Stars' home field in El Dorado is Schoolboy Row Field, it also is known as Field 4 to some of the Stars faithful. And here today we will be playing on Field 4 in Millington, so quite appropriate, quite fitting. But number 22 backing on the mound for the Patriots. And there's also a couple stars we didn't mention earlier in the ballgame that have gone on to other 4 years. Justin Szymanski playing at Northwestern with Ty Simonelli, and his older brother Dawson Szymanski at Nichols State, and Aiden Harrell actually at Henderson State right now on the pitching staff. I just didn't have a chance to look up everybody's stats before we started the game. Leading off this inning will be the second baseman Tanner Mitchell as we get started here in the 4th. First pitch fastball outside, 1-0. Breaking ball fouled off. Even count, 1-1. As Mitchell might be starting to figure out that breaking ball. And with how short right field is and with the wind blowing that way, it might be good for him to try and take something that way. So a good thought. Fastball up the middle, third time today. And Mitchell aboard safely with a leadoff single. Mitchell 2 for 2 on plate appearances, and that'll bring in the center fielder, number 22, Jet Hudnall. Hudnall, a line drive up the middle his last time up to get runners at first and third, and was later picked off. So Mitchell at first, we know they like to pick off. We'll see how aggressive they want to be on the base paths. First pitch, called strike, 0-1. Yeah, Mitchell, this combination actually had the hit and run go last time up. Would love to see it again, and he's going to dive back safely. Still 0-1 at home plate for Hudnall. Breaking ball, the throw down to second is in time. They're going to say the ball beat him there, and there's going to be one out. So 0-2 count for Hudnall. And this one's fouled off. Fastball outside. Doesn't get the call that time. Breaking ball called strike 3 on the inside. There's now 2 away. And that will bring in the first baseman, number 33, Zach Carson. Carson struck out his last time up. Fastball grounded foul down the third baseline, just inches to the left of the bag. 0-1. And that pitch outside. Zach Carson taking quite the close pitch. It's even 1-1. Fastball inside. They checked down, and it was going to handcuff him, and they're going to say he turned around all the way for strike 2. And that pitch going to be outside. 2-2 the count. Catcher Caleb Carzales in the on-deck circle. Breaking ball in the dirt, swing and miss for strike 3. We head to the bottom half of the fourth, 2-1. Welcome back as we resume play here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Number 10 stepping up to the plate as he will take the first pitch inside. 1-0 the count. And an interesting call from the home plate umpire. Fastball inside. And he's going to call the ball. 2-0 the count. Low and out. 3-0 the count. So the 3-0 pitch from Hamilton. Right down the middle. And he's not going to offer at it. It's 3-1. As that one looked like he was going to be taken the whole way. And he will swing on that one down and away. Runs the count full now of 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up next. And as we continue play here, we'd like to thank PBR for putting on the tournament. As that one swing and a miss for strike 3. As the AB started out looking not too good, but worked around in the complete opposite direction as Hamilton gets the strikeout. His 6th of the day. And that'll bring in the 4-hole hitter. Number 23, he walked his last time up to lead off the second inning. As this one swung on and fouled back. 0-1. And if you've enjoyed following the Stars on the broadcast but aren't sure when we'll be live, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell, and you'll be notified of every time we go live for a game. 1-1 the count after the changeup outside. And a fastball up and in. Batter kind of leaned into it, but didn't get a piece of him. 2-1 as he turns away from it. And this batter also swinging new version of the combat. As that one's foul tipped and out of the catcher's glove. 2-2 the count. I mean, if you've paid attention to college baseball over the last couple of years, combat coming and making new bats for Rawlings, as this one's fouled off as well. They took about a 8-year hiatus of making bats. The last time they made a bat, I was still in high school. That shows you how long ago that was. 2-2 pitch, and another fastball fouled straight back. Still just one out here in the fourth inning. And since they've started making bats over the last year or two, they've gained popularity quite a bit. As this one's flied into shallow left field, tailing foul, and it's going to land out of play. Still 2-2. This one off the hands, fouled off again, and Lauterbach unable to make the grab as it's going to land too far out of play. Quite the battle at home plate brewing now. A couple foul balls here and there. And wouldn't be surprised if he's kind of like in that auto swing mode after all the foul balls he's swung on. Breaking ball outside, and he lays off of it. Payoff pitch coming up. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 2 straight strikeouts to start off the frame for Hamilton. That's his 7th of the ball game. There's now 2 outs. And Hamilton, of course, he's going to Oklahoma State next year, so of course he's talented. He's very good. But he also holds the single-season record for strikeouts in program history, as that one lands low. And if he can have a pretty decent year compared to what he had last year, he'll have the career record as well by the end of the spring. It's 2-0 with 2 outs. And the batter for the Patriots, a double his last time up. Down the right field line to Noah Smith in the second inning. Slider called strike, 2-1. And it would appear that Hamilton might be going with the sliders against this guy now. 2-2 the count. And another interesting thing, the Patriots, a Rawlings team, it would appear, with all the icons and the combats that they're swinging. And 3 straight strikeouts for Hamilton. We head to the top of the 5th, 2-1. But as I was saying, the Patriots appear like all their equipment's Rawlings, and the Stars a Wilson team. As Hamilton notches his 8th strikeout, 8-9-1 will be due up for the Stars as the starter number 22 back out on the mound for the Patriots in the 5th inning. So as we resume play here in the top of the 5th, 8-9-1 are due up. Caleb Carrizales stands up to bat. 1 for 1 today with a single. First pitch, flied out to right field. Right fielder heading back on the track, runs into the wall. Carrizales, a solo shot to tie up the ball game here in the 5th inning. It's now 2-2. And what I believe is his 3rd home run of the season ties up the ballgame for the Stars and brings in the shortstop, number 9, Alan Timmons. High fastball to start off the AB, 1-0. And we'll see how the pitcher on the mound responds after the solo shot to right field. Breaking ball low to Timmons that time. 2-0 the count. Timmons 1 for 1 as well with the single as he takes the fastball low. 3-0 the count. And the pitcher taking a moment to reset. And ball four on 4 straight pitches. And once again, it looks like the anger starting to get the best on 4 straight pitches. And once again, on 4 straight pitches. And once again, it looks like the anger starting to get the best of him out on the mound. And we're going to have a mound visit as the lineup turns over for the Stars. Caleb Brown. So single for Jake Simmons. Sorry with all the technical difficulties. I'm trying to do a lot of things at once here. Runners at the corners with one out. And that'll bring in the third baseman, Kenner Lauterbach. Lauterbach 0 for 2 today, but he'll have runners at the corners with one out. Middle infield at double play depth. Breaking ball, flied out to left field. Left fielder at the track. He will make the grab. Run's going to come in to score, and the Stars will take a 3-2 lead off the bat of Lauterbach. His second RBI today, actually. I'm sorry, that's his first RBI. Jake Simmons had the other RBI today. And that'll bring in the right fielder, Noah Smith. And a pickoff attempt, no good. As Simmons dives back in safely. 2 away. As 2 runs have come across to score this inning on a solo home run and a sac fly. Fastball in the dirt to start off the AB. 1-0. This one flied out to right center, right field shallow. Second baseman running back. He'll make the over-the-shoulder grab for the final out of the inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Stars now lead 3-2. Off a home run from Caleb Carrizales and a sac fly from Kenner Lauterbach. Asher Hamilton back out on the mound for his 5th inning of work. 8 strikeouts so far this ball game with 3 walks. And as we've reached the halfway point of the ball game, Stars leading by 1. And with 4 games this weekend, the first time the Stars have had to play 4 games in a weekend in a while. Be interesting to see how the bullpen goes, as Asher Hamilton normally used to pitching a 7-inning ball game during conference play. As he gets the first pitch, foul ball to start off the AB. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss on the changeup from the looks of it. It's now 0-2. Hamilton well on the way to what could be his 4th straight strikeout, as this one's fouled off to the first base side. Still 0-2. And the batter at the plate 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. And they're going to check down. They say he held up in time. Too bad the umpire's not in the right position to make that call. 1-2 the count, as Carrizales really wanted to get that call for Hamilton. Another pitch outside for Hamilton. 2-2 goes the count. Slider popped up and out of play to the first base side as Zach Carson watches that one sail out. Still 2-2. And with where the sun's at right now, shining pretty much directly in the center fielder's face, as I've seen multiple times the center fielder for the Patriots having to hold up his glove in order to see the ball coming off the bat. The 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts for Hamilton. And that's his 9th of the ball game. Now bring in the 7 hole. Number 5. He reached on an error by the shortstop Timmons his first time up. Slider, swing and a miss. 0-1. And unless I'm mistaken, he did have a problem with the slider that first AB. Called strike 2 on the slider inside. 0-2 the count. Slider well outside. Same sequence, I believe, that he had last time with Carrizales setting up outside. The 1-2 pitch from Hamilton. Fastball fouled off into the first base dugout, or just over it. And I believe it's going to hit a building over there behind the first base dugout. Hopefully it didn't hit anybody heading to a game. Still 1-2. Fastball out. 2-2 goes the count. And you can see the pace with which Hamilton's working, really wanting to get this one, as he works pretty quick once he gets fired up a little bit. And the slider gets away from him. It'll be a hit by pitch with 2 strikes. And there'll be a runner on first with 1 out. It brings in the 8 hole, number 21. 0 for 1 with a strikeout today. First pitch fastball outside, 1-0. And we're going to have a mound visit here from Coach Dow. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Not really sure where the bullpens are right now. As I look down both lines, I don't really see one. Maybe it's in play down there in the corner, and it would appear that it is. Don't see anybody warming up on either side, though. Both teams, I guess, willing to ride the starter as long as they can. So Hamilton stays in the ball game. Likely just trying to give him quick pep talk, as anytime any pitcher hits anybody with 2 strikes, it's never what you want to see. So runner on first with 1 out. 1-0 the count at home plate, and the breaking ball, or changeup rather, is a called strike. 1-1. This one fouled off, and looks like it's going to get a piece of maybe the batter, the umpire, and the catcher all in one. 1-2 the count. And with 2 pitches inside, interesting to see if they go away here. But he hadn't really been able to piece anything up. as that one with the pickoff attempt is no good. See if they're going to try and take advantage of the way they take their leads at first base. Slider called strike 3. Make it 10 even for Hamilton. And that brings in the 9-hole. Number 4, he flew out to left field to Simmons' last time. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 5th. Stars lead by 1. Your score 3-2. Slider called strike 0-1. And this is still the Patriots' second time through the lineup as the 9-hole gets underway. Fastball outside, 1-1 the count. Slider outside, lays off of that one as well as Carrizales and Hamilton unable to get that call. 2-1. Fastball down the middle, swing and a miss, 2-2. And Hamilton so far today has been averaging just about 2 strikeouts per inning. As this one's flied out into right field, Smith has to switch his hips, but will make the grab for the final out. We head to the top of the 6th, 3-2 your score. Stars lead by 1. And now that we've reached the 6th inning, due up for the Stars will be the 5, 6, and 7-hole hitters. Tanner Mitchell, Jet Hudnall, and Zach Carson due up this half inning. And Tanner Mitchell 1 for 1 with a walk today. We're going to have a new pitcher on the mound checking into the ballgame, number 9 for the Patriots. So now we'll see what the bullpen looks like as they bring in another right-handed pitcher. And just from the looks of it, looks like it's going to be a little bit more two-seam action, or a sinker. And this is where the good times of having a metal bat come handy. As even if you kind of wear one off the hands a little bit, you still got a metal bat, so it might sneak over that infield somewhere. So from the looks of it right now, looks like a sinker, cutter, and a curveball. Maybe even a changeup for him as well. So a 4-pitch mix for the pitcher on the mound. And as I mentioned earlier, Tanner Mitchell 1 for 1 today with a single and a walk. And got stranded at third his first time up, as Jet Hudnall got him around to third on a hit and run, and then a pickoff attempt and a strikeout ended the inning. He'll look to get things started this inning. First time he's led off so far. First pitch breaking ball 1-0, as that one I believe is going to be called inside by the home plate umpire. Another breaking ball high that time. It looks like it kind of raised him up a little bit with how high it comes out of his hand. Little funky delivery, I guess. 2-0 pitch on the way to Mitchell. And he'll offer at that one low. 2-1. And a good adjustment after seeing back-to-back high breaking balls he kind of knew weren't going to be strikes. First time he saw it down, he had a swing at it. So maybe he's kind of dialed that in. 2-1 pitch. Fastball low. And it's now a 3-1 count for Mitchell. And Mitchell, a redshirt freshman from Smackover, Arkansas, about 15 minutes down the road from El Dorado, as this fastball lines down the left field line and foul, says the home plate umpire. That'll run the count full, 3-2. But Mitchell from Smackover, Arkansas, home of the Buckaroos. Played football for the high school football team, and I believe quarterback while he was there. In addition to his baseball career, as he takes that one for strike 3 and a late call from the umpire for the first out. There's one away on the strikeout looking. That brings in the center fielder, number 22, Jet Hudnall. Fastball lined into left field. Left fielder takes a stutter step as he kind of had to make a couple different reads on that ball. And there's now 2 away on the line out. And that would bring in the first baseman, Zach Carson. 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today, both swinging. As that one is fouled down the first base side, or the third base side, sorry. 0-1 the count. Breaking ball, called strike as he lays off of that one. Looked about as good as you could get. Looked like it was a hanger. 0-2 the count for Zach Carson. Catcher setting up away, and he lays off of that one. 1-2. That's kind of what they've been doing to Carson. Once they get him to 2 strikes, they try to get him to chase either down or outside. And catcher once again setting up a little bit away. And a swing down for strike 3. And there's the hat trick for Carson. We'll head to the bottom half of the 6th. Stars lead 3-2. Asher Hamilton back out on the mound for his 6th inning of work. 10 strikeouts today. 3 walks and 1 hit by pitch. And this will be his 3rd time through the lineup. 1, 2, and 3 are due up for the Patriots. And behind the plate there you see Alex Martinez. Martinez pretty much been the catcher for the Stars for the most part this spring. And now starting to split time between him and Carzales. And that's something that Stars have kind of done pretty consistently over the last couple of years, splitting time between catchers. And they've been blessed in that category to have quite a few catchers on each team that's been able to kind of handle it back there. You had Jacob Ambrose and Ryan Riggs a couple years ago. Then you had Ambrose kind of doing it almost by himself a little bit with the help of J.D. Zachary. And last year you had Zachary and Murphy doing it. First pitch is outside, 1-0 on the bunt attempt. He pulls back in time. Fastball down the middle, swing and a miss. It evens the count up, 1-1. Another fastball fouled off. 1-2 goes the count at home plate. And this will be the first year in a while the Stars will have 2 freshman catchers behind home plate, as there's normally been a upperclassman and a freshman. As that one high and inside. 2-2 goes the count. Last year, the Stars having Murphy and J.D. Zachary. As this one's fought off the hands into the infield, Mitchell settles under it, and he'll make the grab. But Murphy and Zachary, both upperclassmen last year, splitting time, and now that leaves no experienced backup for Carrizales and Martinez. First pitch of the AB is outside, 1-0. Number 13 now batting 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout today. Slider outside, lays off of that one. 2-0 the count. Slider called strike on the inside, as batter gave up on that one, as it looked like it was going to run it and hit him in the kneecap. 2-1 the count for Hamilton with one away here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. Slider swinging a miss, and it evens the count up 2-2. Slider just barely tipped and straight back into the backstop. Still 2-2. Slider grounded to Timmons at short. He has it. Throw across is in time for the second out. A 6-3 grounder. And there's now 2 away. And it's been kind of silent for the Stars infield ever since that 2nd inning, where they kind of had that action and the Patriots pushed across those runs. The first out recorded on the infield, that wasn't a pickoff attempt just now. And we're here in the 6th inning. So 2 outs. That brings in number 10. 2 strikeouts for him so far today. I don't know what the umpire's waiting for. 1-0 the count. Hamilton, another high pitch, 2-0 the count. And last weekend, the Stars pitching staff, like I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, struck out over 55% of the plate appearances in the series. And in that last game, it ended up a golden sombrero was given out by the Stars pitching staff. As this one's fought off the hands once again to Mitchell. That'll go down in the book as a line out, but a soft one for the final out here in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. 3-2 pitch of the inning. Breaking ball off the cap into left field. It's going to get down as Carrizales has another single, and he's going to try and stretch it. They're going to have him in the middle, and they throw it back to first. The tag is not in time. He gets back safely. Carrizales 3 for 3 today with a home run and 2 singles. And that will bring in the 9-hole, number 9, the shortstop, Alan Timmons. First pitch, a called strike. And I know the game kind of just jumped over there. That's the beauty of trying to broadcast and do all this at the same time. So you just got to skip a whole half inning of warm-ups to catch up to the live ball game. 0-1 count for Timmons, nobody out, and Carrizales a single to left field to start off the inning. Timmons squares and pulls back, and it's going to get a piece of his hand. And I'm not sure if they're saying it was a hit by pitch or if it was a foul ball. And just based off the conversation taking place between Coach Lester and the umpire is saying it's a foul ball. So it'll be an 0-2 count for Timmons from the looks of things. Because you can't really call it a ball, because if you call it a ball, it's a hit by pitch. So the 0-2 count for Timmons. Fastball fouled off down behind the first base dugout. Still 0-2. Nobody out. And Timmons today 1 for 1 with a single and a walk. Breaking ball down and away. He lays off of that one just as fine. 1-2. Pick off to first. Carrizales back in time as the tag from the first baseman just a tad late. Timmons squares with 2 strikes. Carrizales gets a late jump to second, but the bobbled throw, it's going to get past him into center field. And Carrizales makes it all the way to third. Another circus play in favor of the Stars. And Carrizales moves up to third base. 2-2 the count at home plate for Timmons. So some insurance down there at third base, just 90 feet away with nobody out. As Timmons will at the very least be looking to get him in, and at the most finding his way on as well. Pitcher comes set, the 2-2 pitch, down and away, and that's going to run the count full, a 3-2 count. And a swing and a miss high for strike 3. There's now 1 away. With that, the lineup turns over for the Stars. Coming up to bat, the designated hitter, number 29, Caleb Rouse. 1 for 3 with a single and 2 strikeouts. The infield playing in, as that first pitch is outside, 1-0. Just a 1-run ball game here in the 7th inning. As you see the middle infield there playing in on the green portion of the turf. Rouse lays off of that one as well, 2-0. Breaking ball lined up the middle into center field. It's going to be an RBI single for Caleb Rouse. And your score now 4-2. And that's going to bring in the left fielder, number 25, Jake Simmons. And looks like we're going to have a pinch runner, number 39, Ethan Kelly, checking into the ballgame for Caleb Rouse. So Kelly will take over the base running duties. As I mentioned, Rouse working through a nagging injury, so this late in the ball game, in a close game like this, where every run's going to matter, they're going to get somebody in there who knows can run the bases with some aggression and some speed. That's going to bring in Jake Simmons. Simmons 1 for 3 today with an RBI and a single. Pitcher comes set. Middle infield at double play depth. As that first pitch is outside, 1-0. And the shortstop playing close to second. The second baseman actually playing over to the pull side pretty deep. Pick off to first. Kelly back on a dive. As the tag from the first baseman not in time. Here in the top of the 7th. Over an hour and 45 minutes have gone by during this ball game. And he'll swing on the changeup down and away. Evens the count up 1 apiece. And just based off the swing, I would think that they might try and throw the changeup again, either right now or maybe when they get him to 2 strikes. As he's been making some solid contact with the ball this ball game, and actually been making solid contact with the ball all the way back a couple weekends ago. First game for the Stars was against Northeast Texas, where he got a couple base hits and walks as he takes the changeup outside. 2-1. And ever since that Northeast Texas game, kind of been on a roll for him. Got a couple hits against East Central, his former team. And then last weekend, he had an absolute monster of a weekend with 2 home runs. As that one was probably a little bit of a coming out party for him and for the SouthArk fans at home. 2-1 the count during the mound visit, and the pitcher, or the pitching coach rather, trying to get him to understand we're trying to throw strikes here. It's been a well-pitched game all around. And now the bullpen for the Patriots comes into play. It's his second inning of work, but, you know, his pitch count's probably up there a little bit. They've got somebody down there warming up. Just can't really see who it is with all the fencing in the way. So we'll resume play. 2-1 the count for Simmons. And he's not opposed to going the other way, but so far today he's loved to go to that first base side. And they're going to throw him inside. He takes it, and it's now even count 2-2. As I think that one probably caught him off guard, but it might set up the changeup outside. So the 2-2 pitch, pick off at first. And once again, Kelly dives back safely. One run come across to score here in the 7th. Kelly takes off for second. No throw from the catcher as he blocks it to keep it in front of him. Kelly moves up to scoring position, and that's going to run the count full. Payoff pitch coming up next. So Simmons squaring early. pulls back, and he will take the changeup for ball 4 outside as he reaches base safely once again, back-to-back times, in fact. And that's going to bring in the third baseman, number 17, Kenner Lauterbach. A sac fly his last time up. And now he stands in with runners at first and second with 1 away. Flew out to left field as he takes that pitch inside, 1-0. Lauterbach squares, bunts this one down the third baseline. Pitcher takes it, no throw. And it's a bunt single for Kenner Lauterbach. That one's actually his first hit of the ball game. And that loads the bases for the right fielder, number 3, Noah Smith. Already, I believe, 2 grand slams this season. Why not make it a third? 1 out, bases loaded. Corner infield playing in, middle infield at double play depth. First pitch down in the dirt, 1-0. And I would think with the way the pitching staff has been for the Patriots, I would think this might be his last batter, if they let him have it. Curveball up and in, and it's a called strike by the home plate umpire. 1-1. Interesting strike call. Another kind of high breaking ball. Don't believe it was a hanging breaking ball, but still. This one off the hand, second baseman running back, out of reach. It's going to drop. 1 run's going to come in to score, and they'll play station to station. No, they're going to send him home to throw home. Simmons called out at home plate, and they're going to have to settle for the 1 run. It's now 5-2 Stars on an RBI single from Noah Smith. And now with 2 outs and runners at first and second, that brings in the second baseman, number 1, Tanner Mitchell. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. And this inning kind of taking a pretty long time. It'd be interesting to see if Hamilton stays hot throughout the break or if they go to the bullpen here in the 7th inning for the bottom half. 0-1 pitch to Mitchell. This one's popped up, out of play. It's an 0-2 count. Mitchell 1 for 2 today with a single, a strikeout, and a walk. The 0-2 pitch. At the knees for strike 3 looking. And we'll be back for the bottom half of the 7th. Stars now lead 5-2 as 2 runs come across to score. And we're going to have a new pitcher on the mound. Checking into the ballgame, the left-hander, number 12, Grant Shearer. Shearer coming in to pitch. A freshman from Sheridan, Arkansas, here with his high school teammate, actually the first baseman, Zach Carson. And Shearer You'll see there as he warms up, kind of like a 3/4 delivery, up to 90 miles an hour so far. And a quick look, glance around. Don't believe any defensive changes for the Stars here in the 7th. Just the pinch runner, Ethan Kelly, coming in for Caleb Rouse, the designated hitter. So as we reach the kind of ending point of the ball game, we've reached the final 3 innings. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, if you've enjoyed getting to watch the Stars here on YouTube, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. You'll be notified whenever we play any of our games. You'll get a notification when we go live or when we post highlights, videos, anything else. And I do believe we're going to have a pinch hitter checking into the ball game for the Patriots. Number 20, he'll be batting for the 4-hole. The 4-hole before this, a walk and a strikeout. So a pinch hitter. Be interesting to see the matchup here. So Shearer's first pitch out of the pen, fastball fouled off 0-1. So a good start to the outing for Shearer. And Shearer steps off. Looks like there might have been a miscommunication with the pitch call. 0-1. Fastball fouled back. It's now 0-2. And Shearer, quite the character from the Stars bullpen, as that fastball's outside, 1-2. And you wouldn't know it by looking at him, but he's probably one of the most flexible guys you've seen. And a swing and a miss for strike 3, 1 away. And that'll bring in the 5-hole. 1 for 2 today with a double and a strikeout. The double down the right field line in the first inning, or the second inning, rather. 1-0 count for Shearer on the mound. Another fastball outside, 2-0. High fastball, 3-0 count for Shearer. So some troubles after the strikeout to start off the inning. And that fastball finds probably just the outside corner. 3-1. And I mentioned it last half inning. Both teams so far have pitched a very good game. As this fastball is fouled off, out of play, down the right field line. It's now a full count, 3-2. 5 straight fastballs from Shearer. What makes you think we wouldn't see a 6th? So Shearer waits for the defense to get back into position. Payoff pitch from Shearer. Popped up. And it's going to be in play. Smith makes the grab as he steps into the fence. 2 outs. A great play from Noah Smith in right field. There's now 2 away. As it looked like he was pretty much running full speed over there where the fence meets. and makes the grab. That'll bring in number 3, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. As that first pitch fastball's high, 1-0. So a lefty-lefty matchup for Shearer here. Fastball given a ride to right field, tailing foul. And a foul ball, says the home plate umpire, a long strike. It's now 1-1. And the first guy to barrel up that fastball from Shearer. And now I would assume we're going to see either the slider or a changeup, something different, just to get the timing off a little bit. 1-1 count. Slider inside. I was right, just couldn't get a hold of that one. 2-1 goes the count. Slider swing and a miss that time. It's now 2-2. Way out in front of that one. Be great to see him go for it again. Slider up and in, and gets away from him that time. Runs the count full. So another payoff pitch for Shearer. 3-2 the count. 2 away here in the bottom half of the 7th. And this one popped up out of play behind home plate. We'll see another full count. Swing and a miss for strike 3 on the fastball up and in. We head to the top of the 8th. Stars lead 5-2. As Shearer gives him the hat trick. 3 strikeouts for the batter in the ball game. New pitcher on the mound for the Patriots. Coming into pitch, I believe, is number 1. Don't have a roster for the Patriots, I'm sorry. But the first left-hander out of the pen. Due up for the Stars this half inning. It'll be the 6, 7, and 8 hole hitter. Jet Hudnall, Zach Carson, and Caleb Carrizales. Carrizales led off that last half inning, so now he can't lead off this one. So 6, 7, and 8 due up. And Jet Hudnall will lead off. He's 1 for 3 today with a single, a strikeout, and a line out to left field. And the left-hander out of the pen probably couldn't come at a more perfect time. As the 3 due up for the Stars are all right-handers. Top of the 8th inning. Your score 5-2 Stars. Been playing ball for about 2 hours at this point. First pitch out of the pen is low. 1-0 the count. Hudnall, his first AB, a single up the middle. As he takes the fastball outside. 2-0 goes the count. And that's the other thing about a format kind of like this, where you got 4 games in the weekend against different opponents. You kind of have to see who's going to do what with their bullpens. As Hudnall fouls that one back, it's going to be a 2-1 count. Breaking ball inside. Hudnall moves out of the way of that one. 3-1 goes the count. And he's going to have to feel that one later, probably. 3-1 pitch. Fastball inside, ball 4. A leadoff walk for the Stars. And that'll bring in the first baseman, number 33, Zach Carson. Carson 0 for 3 today. A very uncharacteristic outing for him at the plate. Squares around, pulls back on the fastball. And that one looked outside, but home plate umpire calls it a strike anyway. 0-1 the count. Fastball, that one over the plate and gets the strike call. 0-2. Hudnall gets his lead. Pickoff attempt, and he's back standing. I think he was standing on the bag before the ball even got halfway to the bag. 0-2 count at home plate for Zach Carson. Caleb Carrizales in the on-deck circle. And he's going to bunt this one back to the pitcher. And he's going to bobble it, throw to first. Not in time. And it's going to go down as a hit because of the throw to first base. And with that, he avoids the golden sombrero. Runners at first and second, nobody out. And the catcher, Caleb Carrizales, steps up to the plate. 3 for 3 with the home run earlier this ball game to tie up the ball game for the Stars. Breaking ball fouled down the left field line. 0-1 to start off the AB. And unless I'm mistaken, I believe both singles he's had today kind of been off the end of the bat, hooked him just over the shortstop or third baseman into left field. Fastball outside. 1-1. Good call from the home plate umpire, as that one looks like might have been either way for him. Pitch inside, gets away from the catcher. Both runners move up. And it looks like Carrizales probably moved his feet a little bit, but both runners move up 90 feet. 2 runners in scoring position with nobody out. 2-1 count for Carrizales at home plate. And if he can kind of continue the appearance he's had at the plate, he'd be in the running for player of the game. Breaking ball, giving a ride deep to left field. Left fielder running back at the corner. And it's going to be out of play just on the other side of the fence. A long strike. 2-2 the count. Infield playing in, and he takes the fastball right down the middle for strike 3. First time they've gotten him out today. And that'll bring in the 9-hole, Alan Timmons, the shortstop. Timmons 1 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a single. And that one strikeout wasn't an easy one. As swing and a miss to start off the AB. 0-1. And we got a tornado taking place on the mound. You see that bag of chips running around. Timmons squares and pulls back on a changeup. 1-1. So the tornado makes its way across the field into foul territory. Over there by Coach Burrows. And out of play. Squares and pushes this one up the first baseline. First baseman has it. The throw not in time. RBI single bunt for Alan Timmons. And now we've got runners at the corners. Ethan Kelly now batting. Kelly representing the leadoff batter, Caleb Rouse. Runners at the corners with one away. First pitch low and inside. Kelly takes it 1-0. Timmons over there at first base. Be interesting to see what he does here. Kelly's had a few plate appearances that have turned out pretty well, as Timmons reads that pickoff attempt all the way and makes it back in plenty of time. Kelly walked it off against TCS last weekend on a single up the middle that scored 2 runs coming off the bench. Squares, and bunt attempt is fouled off. 1-1 goes the count on the breaking ball. As the third baseman crashed that time, the first baseman stayed put. And looked like the second baseman just kind of stayed where he was too, as the shortstop covered second. And it wouldn't surprise me here. They might try and go for it again if that second baseman's going to play there with the lefty falling over to the third base side. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss. No throw. As Kelly fell over the plate, but no throw from the catcher, so no interference. And Timmons moves up 90 feet to second base with 1 out. So 2 strikes now. Infield playing in. Fastball. This one flied out into center field. Center fielder charging in. Right fielder settles under it. He'll make the grab. They're going to send Carson home. And he's safe at home. Timmons moves up to third. It's now 7-2 Stars. Oop. That'll bring in Jake Simmons. He takes the first pitch for a ball. Two outs now. Breaking ball up and in. Called strike. 1-1. Fastball, called strike. 1-2 goes the count to Simmons. Simmons will walk his last time up. And now a 1-2 count with 2 away. Catcher sets up outside. Breaking ball, swing and a miss for strike 3. We head to the bottom of the 8th. Stars now lead 7-2. Boo.
Change the score to 7 or 2.
Yeah, I'm trying.
All right, Coach, let's commentate.
Yeah, I'm trying. Bro. Welcome back to the bottom of the 8th. Score 7-2 Stars as Grant Shearer back on the mound. First pitch fouled off, 0-1. And y'all get to help me try and figure out how to figure out the scoreboard, as that one is called a ball, 1-1. Breaking ball lays off that one. 2-1 goes the count at home plate. And this is not good. I see no reset button. Fastball up, swing and a miss. 2-2 goes the count for Shearer on the mound. Fastball at the knees for strike 3. There's now 1 away. Thirteen strikeouts today for the Stars pitching staff. That brings in the 8-hole. And looked like a first pitch changeup that time from Shearer. 1-0 the count. Better at home plate, 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts today, in jeopardy of another hat trick here today, as that one up and out. 2-0 goes the count at home plate. Breaking ball tapped fair down the first baseline, tailing foul. Carrizales will touch it in foul territory. It'll go down as a strike. 2-1 is your count at home plate. So the batter will head back to home plate as he pretty much ran that one all the way out. Oh boy. I don't know, guys. Any suggestions? Can't figure out the scoreboard. Two-one pitch from Shearer. Fastball low and in. 3-1 goes the count. Breaking ball, swing and a miss. Backdoor slider that time, and that's going to run the count full. 3-2. Payoff pitch coming up next. This one flied up into shallow center field, and actually Mitchell has it. It's going to stay in the infield. 2 away on the pop-up to the second baseman. And luckily for the batter, doesn't have to worry about the hat trick, but he is 0 for 3 today, and that'll bring in a pinch hitter for the 9-hole. Checking into the ballgame, number 32. Man, that's a tall guy. Not to say that Caleb Carrizales is tall, but man, dude looks tall right there. 2 outs here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. First pitch slider is low, 1-0. And with the way Shearer's been throwing today, fastball inside. Done a good job so far, even though he's had quite a few full counts. and some long ABs. He's been throwing quite well to this point. 2-0 the count with 2 away. Fastball. Outside, I guess. 3-0. Fastball right down Main Street. And it's now a 3-1 count. Also, I don't want to make it seem like I hate on umpires, because I think for the most part they do a good job, but can't be missing calls like that. Payoff pitch coming up next. 3-2. Another one fouled off down the first base side, out of play. Another payoff pitch for Shearer with 2 outs. Fastball inside for ball 4. A 2-out walk, and that'll turn the lineup over. Top of the order up 0 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and a pop-up to Tanner Mitchell at second base today. Stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. Lefty. Fastball, called strike to start the AB. 0-1. This one down the middle, fouled back. It's now a 0-2 count for Shearer on the mound. Pitch outside, and just a bit outside. 1-2 the count. Slider in the right-handed batter's box that time. Doesn't get him to chase. 2-2 goes the count. So after the slider down and away, fastball up and in. Off the hands. That's what you'd want to see. That's what we're going to get. Mitchell. Actually, it's going to be out of play down behind the first base dugout. Good sequencing there. Now we might see if they go back down to the slider away. So, 2-2 stays the count. As they're able to get him to pop that last one up, just not in play. Slider giving a ride to right field. Smith runs after it, and it's going to be a ground rule double. So there'll be runners at second and third with 2 outs. That one gets out in the corner. So runners at second and third, 2 outs. I bring in number 13, 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a walk, and a ground out. We're going to have a mound visit here with Grant Shearer. I believe he's going to stay in the ball game, just the way things look right now. Cannot get this scoreboard figured out, y'all. Well, batter at the plate, number 13. Shearer stays in the ball game. First pitch, called strike, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, called strike once again. And Shearer pitching with some new life now after the words from Coach Dow. Quick 0-2 count. Fastball grounded to Mitchell at second base. He'll have it. The throw to first in time We head to the top of the ninth. 7-2 your score. New pitcher on the mound, I believe, for the Patriots. Checking into the ball game, number 2. So I believe they're going to go another arm out of the pen. Last chance to try and figure out this scoreboard, y'all. Maybe if I just leave it there, it'll work. Come on, man. We're just trying all kinds of things, y'all. Don't mind me. Let's try holding it down. As we get ready to start the 9th inning, Stars lead 7-2. Stars will play a doubleheader tomorrow. I believe first pitch for game 1 tomorrow is going to be 11 o'clock. Because I believe I have the live stream scheduled for 10:45. So first pitch tomorrow will be 11 o'clock. Here in Millington. And game 2 will commence at a different field at about 2 o'clock. I believe the first game tomorrow will be played at this field again, and we'll play at USA Stadium for game 2 tomorrow. Northwest Mississippi will be the 11 o'clock game. Jefferson College at 2. And up for the Stars will be 3, 4, and 5 as Kenner Lauterbach steps up to the plate. Lauterbach a single his last time up. New pitcher on the mound. And first pitch slider, I believe. Taken for a ball outside. 1-0 as it gets past the catcher. Fourth pitcher of the ball game for the Patriots. And we have time called because of some loose turf on the pitching mound, I believe, from the home plate umpire. One-0 count for Lauterbach. Fastball inside for a hit by pitch. And he will head down to first base to lead off the inning. First hit by pitch of the ball game for the Stars. Something quite uncharacteristic considering they lead the nation in hit by pitches. And that'll bring in Noah Smith. Runner on first, nobody out. Smith squares, bunts this one down the third baseline. Catcher takes it, throw to first, offline. A bunt single for the Stars. So back to back. Stars find their way on base. That brings in the second baseman, Tanner Mitchell. Mitchell squares, pops this one up, and it's going to get down in foul territory, thank goodness. 0-1 the count. So 0-1 count for Tanner Mitchell. He squares now. Infield starting to creep in a little bit. Pulls back. And a swing on the breaking ball in the dirt for strike 2. 0-2 count for Mitchell with nobody out. So a 2-strike count for Mitchell. And he's going to have to battle out of this one. Squares around with 2 strikes. And fouls that one off. It's going to be strike 3. Or actually, I believe the home plate umpire is going to try and get some help from the field umpire. Because I believe instead of hitting the bat, it hit his helmet. And there you see Coach Lester coming by. So the call from the home plate umpire is strike 3. They'll be 1 away. That brings in the center fielder, number 22, Jet Hudnall. 2 on with 1 out. First pitch outside, 1-0. And not sure if it's a slider or just like a cutter or what, but that thing's moving away from the right-handed batter. 1-0 the count for Hudnall. Catcher setting up away. Likely going to see it again. That pitch low and outside. 2-0. This one fought off and fouled down the first base side, out of play. 2-1 goes the count. Two-one pitch to Hudnall. Lauterbach gets his lead, as does Smith. That one behind the batter's head. And some great patience from Jet Hudnall not to move back when he saw that one moving that way. Otherwise, he probably would have worn that one off the helmet. So 3-1, 1 out. Middle infield clears out, and that one outside for ball 4. And that's going to load up the bases. And that's going to bring in the first baseman, Zach Carson. Had a bunt single his last time up to break up the hat trick he had going. And now the corner infield playing in because of that. Middle infield double play depth with 1 out. First pitch. Fastball down, 1-0. So 1-0 pitch for Zach Carson coming up. Outside, lays off of that one, 2-0. And from the looks of things, I don't see any action in the bullpen for the Patriots, so they're going to ride it out with the guy on the mound, I believe. Sorry, I stand corrected. There is somebody warming up down there. 2-0 pitch. Fastball, bounce to the shortstop. Short hop, flip to second, throw to first. Not in time, but the run's going to come in to score. It's now 8-2. So that's going to score a run. We're going to have a mound visit here from the Patriots, as the catcher, number 4, Caleb Carrizales, comes up to the plate. And we're going to have a pitching change. New pitcher on the mound. Try and get some info here once he gets a little bit closer. So a right-hander coming into the ball game, as he just ran all the way from the corner. for what could just be one batter. We'll see. But it's a 6-run lead for the Stars here in the 9th inning. 2 outs. Number 15 for the Patriots, now on the mound. Noah Smith, the runner at third. Zach Carson, the runner at first base on the fielder's choice. Got an RBI out of it. Some submarine action. First pitch to Carrizales after the pitching change is high for a ball, 1-0. Breaking ball popped up in the infield. Third baseman in foul territory. And he's going to make the grab for the final out. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Stars lead by 6 runs. Your score 8-2. As Carrizales pops up to the third baseman that time. And a new pitcher on the mound, number 11, Eli Callender, checking into the ball game. Callender from Shoedrint, Louisiana. And he'll be going to go play at UAM next year with the whole lot of them. I believe whenever he's there, there'll be at least 2 other South Arkansas Stars there. I believe Gabe Kutenkeuler and Bryce McGuire will still be there. I believe Bo Kutenkeuler, Kyle Tolley, and Luke Eaton will no longer have eligibility. I could be wrong about KT, though. But we're going to have a quick moment, and then we'll be underway here in the 9th inning. And there we see Carrizales making his way back behind home plate. No defensive changes for the Stars here today. Something that's almost become kind of out of characteristic for them. As it's become pretty much commonplace to see a little bit of movement with the defense from game to game. 3, 4, and 5 are due up for the Patriots here in the 9th inning. Number 10 now batting 0 for 3 today with 2 strikeouts and a line out to Mitchell at second base. First pitch out of the bullpen is a called strike as Callender slips on that one. Fastball out, 1-1. 13 strikeouts today for the Stars pitching staff, 10 of those coming from Hamilton, the starting pitcher. Shearer collecting 3 through his 2 innings of work. And that one finds the outer half of the plate. 1-2 for Callender. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Make it 14 strikeouts for the Stars staff. There's now 1 away. And actually with that, we have another hat trick. 3 strikeouts for the batter. And now batting the pinch hitter, number 20. Checked in his last time through the lineup, as this one is a called strike to start the AB 0-1. And if you want to combine the stats for the current batter and the one he replaced, 2 strikeouts already today. And what could be his third, they check down and field umpire says he pulled back in time. 1-1 the count. Fastball popped up and out of play. 1-2. Callender working with some pace here in the 9th inning. Something you always love to see. There's nothing worse than a pitcher who has no feel. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Swing and a miss for strike 3. 15 strikeouts. Another hat trick for the Stars pitching staff. And the Patriots now down to their final out here today. Now batting number 12. 1 for 3 today with a double, a strikeout, and a flyout to right field. First pitch, fastball right down the middle, taken for a strike. 0-1. Breaking ball inside and called inside by the home plate umpire. 1-1. Breaking ball lays off of that one, down and away. 2-1 the count for Callender on the mound. Fastball down, 3-1 the count for Callender. So after back-to-back strikeouts to open up the 9th inning, falls behind in the AB, 3-1. Fastball at the knees for a strike. Payoff pitch coming up next. And the Patriots may well be down to their final strike here today. Fastball popped up over the right field. First baseman Carson running after it. And I believe it's going to fall in foul territory. And I think it was Noah Smith who dove at it. Complete disregard for his own safety and well-being. And I believe he ran into dove pretty much straight into the fence. But he got up pretty quick and it's moving all right. No limp, no nothing. Another payoff pitch. Fastball inside for ball 4. A 2-out walk. And that's going to bring in another pinch hitter. Checking into the ballgame for the Patriots, number 11. He'll be hitting for number 3, who has struck out 3 times already today. So, lefty at home plate. And the home plate umpire marking it down on his pad. So, runner on first with 2 outs. Callender comes set on the mound. Fastball, called strike to start the AB 0-1. 8-2 your score here in the 9th inning. Fastball down. Carzales able to keep it in front. 1-1. Fastball fouled off behind the third base dugout. 1-2 for Callender. We'll see what he wants to go with here after the inside fastball. Fastball, swing and miss for strike 3. That's the ball game. Your final score 8-2 as the SouthArk pitching staff combines for 16 strikeouts today. We'd like to thank you for joining us on the broadcast. We'll be back tomorrow for a doubleheader starting at 11 a.m. between the Stars and Northwest Mississippi. Thank you and good night.